Good day. My topic today is our fiery article. Overview: the world before and after coronavirus. By the end of the Second World War, the world has been reduced to ruin. The trauma of the colossal loss of life and the experience of shared suffering provided the readers with an opportunity to rethink and rebuilding our world. Today, the world is live in the highest degree of misery, coronavirus, and threaten the death of many of its life. I am happy to show the great importance and the humanitarian action, medicine and medical research, etc., and the importance attached to it in terms of thought and culture. This last matters, I mean humanitarian action, are not concerned with political condition, but human emotion and reason of many people. The world of coronavirus is not perfect world. I am against the word, but why? First of all, philosophers and thinkers, the world was never an ideal nor perfect, nor was it distinguished by its splendor and beauty. But they always mourned the world and its creature due to the mystery of vice, corruption, and bad people, and their inability to live a decent life. Vices, in addition, a decade, epidemic called corona does not spread. For this, it is what thinkers can call on the world to cease to exist, and where the existence of the world became unnecessary. Indeed, the world of coronavirus does not fascinate us with the splendor or existence, and does not inspire us with the creativity, except in the world of health, medicine, treatment, and the corona has not created a magical or joyful world, and it is not in the world of spirit and the sublime of a human transcendence, but made us live fear, dread, and exhibition, and the epidemic has made us lose our sense of joy, and the loss of anesthetic of the soul. Now we are living today with the spread of number of injuries and the dead, and we hear during the day the ambulance, and on the one hand of gloomy, poor country that are out of the control of the coronavirus and trouble large numbers in the area of death. The world stupid still, with its arms crossed in front of the spread of the epidemic, and without the possibility of eradicating in space. Today's world is crucified with the epidemic that came from behind. I will explain that soon. The world's biggest and honorable since that was devised by the power of the virus by those who were concerned, and by evil hands, even if it was reported that it was slowing down or not, realizing the matter is it is moment, all damned, intention, and in the end it remains that the world received the matter with all stupidity and without surprise, justifying that the world had previously, he knows, epidemic. And this last point represents the highest degree of human stupidity. Because the course of the past does not mean a vote like in the 21st century developed world. As for the world and the road of growth, it was preoccupied with its social and political backwardness and the poverty of millions of its children. Then came the corona, as I mentioned above. I want to understand the corona disaster, according to some idea of traditional culture, that is considering that corona struck the world according to the concept of the traditional culture, for example, of the treachery that is striking the world from the back at a time when the developed world was preoccupied with consumption in terms of people's life and on existence of technology, was very busy with this artificial and nuclear engineering. This is about the developing world. As for the world, that is the way of the growth in the it was preoccupied with its social and political backwardness and the poverty of millions of its children. Then came to corona, as I mentioned above. A morbid world is falling pre to the epidemic. Our world confirms that it born with an arcade mind, sterile imagination, and the absence of brilliant mind and poor intelligence. Corona confirmed the world bankrupt in thought and was to face urgent problems. I am not interested in the enormous number of articles on the right and the left describing the change of the world cause of the corona, of the waiting that theorize, anticipate, and predict the importance post-corona world. I am not interested. As I repeat my tune. The question is how the world accepts with simplicity and the ability of the epidemic and its work to move the world towards misery and death, and the world has not moved us to the quest to find out the source and the cause of corona absurdity, and the world reached and is right to facing the disaster by treating and devoting all means of prevention. Since then, the world and our lives has changed profoundly. So how are we faring in this battle between the human race and the coronavirus? My reference here is BBC. There have been more than 19 million confirmed cases and 1,500,000 deaths. At the start of the pandemic is till now. Of course, these are just numbers for international organization, and for us it is a disaster for the death of the number of those who are not waiting for the deaths that came to them in spit of them, yeah, they have denied the continuation of right to life. Now I have some images about my topic. I don't know if it is correspond exactly my ideas, but I show you just for your information about this. Yeah, for example, this photo. The people that have is touched by coronavirus and make it a mask. And it is not being the Chinese deception and the complicity of the World Health Organization with the Beijing, the outbreak of the minor coronavirus would have been limited in the world. Rights of analysis published in the magazine of Politico website. According to the author of the article, rich lawyer China made unforgivable mistakes just about the outbreak, punished doctor and his journalists who told the truth. It is my reference is Al Hurra channel as this. Okay. Now I am missing the paragraph translated for knowledge, but I am interested to describe the world and where it was busy, as said, with profit and loss. Basic confirm conflict and the banality of populist consumption, as I said. Conclusion. Today's world is neither a magician nor an attraction for happy living. A displaced, drunk, miserable, and sad. Almost lauders human faces with a streak of melancholy, and some of this family suffered mental life. The reality of the world affected by the epidemic resulted in the following: 1. A blind control of white robes, number 1. Number 2, loss of freedom. And the last thing recorded by the Human Rights Organization in a report that has the following, and very briefly, in about COVID-19, etc. Number 3, the political authorities invoke and dissolve of the flagellum to lead society towards peace and general prevention of corona outbreaks. Despite all this, I do not lose sight of the spirit of optimism, hope, and my strong belief that critical thought, the most important of which is flexibility, and then another belief in the ability of man to transcend, innovate, and constantly walk towards change in the light of an enlightened mind, super mind. Now I have also another image just to show you. This one, for example, many people that has touched by the corona. You see my reference, it is up of my image. And last picture, this one. How will the world is different after the COVID? Okay. I stop here. I see you next time. Good day.